Ever wonder why finding love feels so tricky? Well, buckle up, because today's all about unpacking some seriously smart dating advice from a recent podcast featuring Logan Ury, a behavioral scientist from Harvard who's turned her data driven brilliance into a mission to help people find love. She's the mind behind How to Not Die Alone, and her tips are great. Let's dive into what can actually be done to shake up a dating life, step by step. Start by taking a moment to think about how relationships play out. Are the unavailable ones always the target, pulling away despite every effort, or does closeness trigger a pushback? Logan calls these attachment styles, basically the ways connection happens based on how secure someone feels. There's anxious, where constant reassurance is a must, avoidant, where space feels like oxygen, and secure, a balanced middle ground. Figuring this out can shine a light on why dates keep going sideways. Curious for more? Dig into attachment theory. It's a psychology concept from researcher John Bowlby that links how bonds formed with caregivers as kids shape adult romance. A quick search or library trip could reveal a lot. If that chase and run cycle feels familiar, Logan calls it the anxious avoidant loop. It's time to break free. Anxious types chase unavailable partners. Avoidants dodge closeness. The fix? Go for someone secure, steady, no drama. For the avoidant crowd, Logan suggests being upfront when space is needed. Try something like, "Last night was great, but I've got a packed week. Can we catch up soon?" It's clear, kind, and keeps things open. And when quirks, like mismatched shoes, start to grate, flip it. List 5 things that spark joy about them. It's a trick to dodge what Logan calls negativity bias, a brain trap where flaws get magnified because way back, spotting danger kept humans alive. Now, if waiting by the phone for a text is the norm, put it down. Go for a walk or binge a show. Anything to stop the spiral. Or shoot a message to a pal instead. "I'm itching to text this person. Distract me." When the mind's screaming they're done, challenge it. Logan calls this disconfirming evidence. Think of other reasons they're quiet. Like a busy day, not rejection. It's about staying calm, not catastrophizing. Arguments happen, right? When things heat up and the pulse races, Logan says to take a break. Say, "I'm too worked up, let's pause and talk later." It's not avoiding, it's cooling off to fight smarter. And here's a game changer. Start noticing secure people. Those who don't play games show up consistently. Logan points out they're often overlooked as dull, but they're the real keepers. Ever heard of the secretary problem? It's a math idea Logan loves. Imagine hiring from 100 candidates, one by one, no going back. The trick is to check out 37% of them. Pick the best as the standard, then choose the next one who beats it. In dating, if the window's 18 to 40, that's around age 26. Set a benchmark then, and go for the next upgrade. It's quirky, but forces focus. Logan's all about dating like a scientist. Test that type. Think tall is a must? Try shorter. Hypothesis, experiment, adjust. Apps like Hinge, where Logan's the director of relationship science, can work wonders if done right. Make a profile a story. Kick off with a clear headshot, no filters or shades, just the real face. Add a pic of something loved, one with friends or family, showing there's a life, and a full body shot. For prompts, blend humor with a peek inside, like, "I still can't ride a bike over I'm chill." Skip selfies, gym flexes, or group shots, where it's a guessing game to spot the star. Logan calls those "Where's Waldo" flops. Dates shouldn't feel like job interviews. Swap coffee walks for a wine bar, sit side by side. It's easier to chat without staring. Or try something playful like ice skating. Logan's big on sober dating too. No alcohol, just raw connection. It's trending with younger folks who want the real deal, not a buzzed blur. Show off a hidden side. Love laughing? Hit a comedy show. Goofy? Stumble through ping pong. It's about authenticity, not a script. Before a date, shake off the day's baggage. Take a bath, pop on a podcast, anything to shift into fun mode, not work mode. On apps, ditch tight filters like 6 feet only. Logan notes 86% of guys are shorter, so options get slashed. Test it. Could personality trump height? And go distraction-free. Phones out of sight, watches silenced, no mid-date texting. Lock in post-date plans early to stay present. Small talk's a snooze. Logan says share stories, not facts. Instead of, I've got a sister, try, I miss my sister since she moved away. It's vulnerability, the glue of connection. Prep a real tidbit to share. Like a work hiccup, nothing too wild, just honest. After, use Logan's post-date 8 from her book. Were laughs shared, feeling desired, energized, or wiped? What self came out? It's a vibe check for the slow burn. Steady growth over instant sparks. Speaking of, Logan warns against chasing fireworks. They fizzle. Seek that slow building connection instead. Big steps like moving in. Talk it out. Logan calls this decide, don't slide. Ask, what's this mean to us? Don't just drift into it because a lease is up. And don't rely on apps alone. Join a club, chat up a stranger. Options are everywhere. On apps, Logan's research flags digital body language. One-word replies scream disinterest. Real effort shines through, that ick over an odd wallet. Logan says let it go. Pet peeves aren't deal breakers unless it's core, like smoking with asthma. Check that dating vibe. Are soulmates an obsession, perfection the hunt, or is ready a waiting game? Logan says tweak those unrealistic expectations. Every partner's got flaws. Logan's take? Pick the problems worth living with. Fight well. Pause when overwhelmed. Tackle issues as a team, not enemies. Look for kindness, loyalty, stability. Logan's research says these beat looks are cash long term. And forget the movie perfect How We Met. Build a life together, not a fairy tale.